Before humanity, before the first mountains rose to touch the sky, there was the ocean. It is the cradle of all life, a vast and ancient force that has shaped our planet for billions of years. From space, Earth is a shimmering blue marble, a world defined not by its land, but by its water. This is our planet's heart, a single connected body of salt water that beats with the rhythm of the tides. It breathes with the currents that circulate warmth and life across the globe. This immense, living system holds a power that we are only just beginning to comprehend. Its depths conceal mysteries older than our species. Its surface has carried our dreams for millennia. The ocean covers more than 70% of our world. Yet, we know more about the surface of the moon than we do about the bottom of our own seas. We have mapped the distant stars with incredible precision. Over 80% of the ocean floor remains unmapped, unseen, and unexplored. It is a realm of crushing pressure, absolute darkness, freezing temperatures. Down there, in the silent abyss, life thrives in ways that defy our understanding of biology and chemistry. A world without sunlight, powered by the planet's own internal heat, only glimpsed through the pinhole view of robotic explorers. This is the last great wilderness on Earth, a place where monsters from our oldest myths could still be hiding, waiting in the dark. For centuries, we have told stories of the sea, krakens with tentacles that could pull ships to their doom, leviathans that slept for ages on the seafloor, ghost ships crewed by the souls of the drowned. These legends were born from a deep, instinctual fear and reverence for the ocean's power. But what if these stories, these whispers of impossible creatures, hold a kernel of truth? What if the reality of the deep is even stranger than the fiction we have created? The call of the ocean is irresistible. Profound beauty, hidden danger, scientific wonder, ancient lore. It is a mirror to our own curiosity and our own limitations. As we stand on the shore, we are looking at a frontier, a physical space of incredible scale, a psychological space filled with our greatest questions. Where did we come from? What else is out there? In this journey, we will descend into that mystery. We will explore the science, the legends, the known, and the unknown to understand the blue heart of our world. The ocean is the Earth's memory. Its waters hold the history of our planet, a story written not in books, but in sediment, stone, and salt. Life itself began here, in the warm, primordial soup of the ancient seas. The first single-celled organism sparked into existence in the dark, drawing energy from chemical reactions around volcanic vents. For billions of years, the ocean was the only home for life, a laboratory where evolution experimented with endless forms. Every creature that walks on land, including us, carries the legacy of the ocean within its veins. The salt in our blood is a faint echo of the sea from which our most distant ancestors emerged. Long before written history, ancient civilizations learned to read the ocean's language. They were guided not by maps, but by the stars, the rhythm of the waves, the flight of birds. Polynesian voyagers in their magnificent canoes navigated thousands of miles of open water, settling the most remote islands on Earth. They understood the subtle shifts in wave patterns, the telltale colors of the water that signaled land was near. Their knowledge was a deep, intuitive science, passed down through generations. They did not see the ocean as an obstacle, but as a network of pathways, a living entity that connected their world. But the ocean's memory is not just one of creation and discovery. It is also a graveyard. For every civilization that thrived on its shores, for every ship that successfully crossed its expanse, countless others were lost. Sunken galleons filled with treasure, Viking longships that strayed too far from shore, steel hulls of warships from modern conflicts. These wrecks are more than just tragic relics. They are time capsules. They preserve moments of human history in the cold, dark stillness of the deep, safe from the decay of the world above. Each one tells a story of ambition, of trade, of conflict, and of loss. Today, we listen to the ocean with new ears. Our instruments can hear sounds that travel for thousands of miles through the water. We detect mysterious sonar anomalies, strange rhythmic pulses from the abyss that have no known source. Scientists have recorded the bloop, a powerful, ultra-low frequency sound whose origin remains a puzzle. Could it be the shifting of a great ice shelf? Or is it something else? Something alive? The ocean is constantly speaking, whispering secrets of its geology, its biology, and its unwritten history. We have only just begun to learn how to listen to its ancient, powerful voice. Though it is one interconnected body of water, we have divided the global ocean into 5 distinct basins, each with its own name, its own character, and its own secrets. They are 5 great kingdoms, each with a unique history, climate, and ecology. To understand the ocean, we must journey through each of them, from the sunlit surface to the darkest trenches. We will travel from the birthplace of ancient volcanoes to the frozen walls at the ends of the earth. This journey will take us to the heart of what makes our planet a living world, a world of water. Our exploration begins in the Pacific, the oldest and largest of all oceans. It is an ancient kingdom of immense scale, a realm of fire and water. Here, the Earth's crust is at its most active, giving rise to the Ring of Fire, a chain of volcanoes that encircles the basin. The Pacific holds the deepest point on our planet, the Mariana Trench, a chasm so deep that Mount Everest could be submerged within it with more than a mile to spare. It is a world of bioluminescent creatures and strange alien life forms that have adapted to the crushing pressure and eternal darkness of the abyss. From there, we cross into the Atlantic, an ocean of empire and tragedy. This is the ocean that connected the old world to the new, a stage for exploration, conquest, and trade. Its floor is a museum of human history, scarred by the wrecks of countless ships. But the Atlantic is also a place of powerful natural forces, from the swirling currents of the Gulf Stream to the enduring mystery of the Bermuda Triangle. It is an ocean whose legends are as deep and turbulent as its waters, a place where stories of loss have often given way to groundbreaking scientific discovery. Our journey will then take us through the Indian, the Southern, and the Arctic Oceans. The Indian, the cradle of monsoon winds and ancient trade. The Southern, a tempestuous and alien sea encircling the frozen continent of Antarctica, a world of ice and colossal squid. And finally the Arctic, the whispering deep at the top of the world, a silent, frozen ocean whose secrets are slowly being revealed as its ice begins to thaw. Each ocean presents a different face, a different set of challenges, and a different piece of the global puzzle. Together, they tell the epic story of our planet. The ocean remembers it all, and it is waiting. The Pacific is the Elder Ocean. It is the vast, quiet titan that occupies nearly a third of our planet's surface. So immense is its scale that all the world's continents could fit within its basin with room to spare. Its name, gifted by the explorer Ferdinand Magellan, means peaceful. But this tranquility is a deceptive mask. Beneath its calm blue surface lies a realm of unimaginable violence and creation. This is an ocean born of fire, forged in the crucible of planetary tectonics, a place where the Earth's crust is being torn apart and reborn. Its story is the story of our planet's raw, untamable power, a force that has shaped continents and given rise to the deepest, darkest places on Earth. It is an ocean of superlatives, the oldest, the largest, the deepest. Its waters are ancient, holding secrets from a time before the dinosaurs. The Pacific Plate, the colossal slab of oceanic crust that forms its floor, is a conveyor belt of geological time, constantly moving, grinding against the continents that surround it. This relentless movement builds mountains, triggers earthquakes, and fuels a chain of volcanoes that encircles the ocean in a fiery embrace. It is a place where the boundaries between land and sea, between creation and destruction, are blurred. The Pacific is not just a body of water, it is a living, breathing geological engine, a constant reminder of the planet's restless heart. Here, the water itself seems to possess a different character. It is a deeper blue, a seemingly infinite expanse that can swallow the sky. For ancient mariners, to venture into the Pacific was to sail off the edge of the known world, to enter a space so vast it defied human comprehension. They had no maps to guide them, only the subtle clues of the natural world. The sun, the stars, the patterns of the waves, the distant flight of birds were their only compass. They understood, in a way we have perhaps forgotten, that they were crossing not just a sea, but a kingdom unto itself, ruled by its own powerful and often unforgiving laws. Our journey into this ancient kingdom begins where the ocean itself began, with fire. We will follow the great volcanic arcs that define its edges and descend into the abyssal plains that form its heart. We will explore the forces that have carved its deepest trenches and listen for the whispers of its geological past. This is the Pacific, a world where the fury of the Earth's core meets the cold, crushing pressure of the deep sea. It is a place of profound mystery and breathtaking creation, where the fundamental processes of our planet are laid bare, written in lines of fire and water. To grasp the scale of the Pacific is to confront the limits of human perception. It is a liquid continent, a continuous body of water stretching over 60 million square miles. It holds more than half of the free water on Earth. A single journey across its breadth is a voyage of thousands of miles. A passage through countless different ecosystems, climates, weather systems. In its northern reaches, cold, nutrient-rich waters support vast forests of kelp, teeming populations of marine mammals. In its tropical heart, warm currents nurture the most diverse coral reefs on the planet. Vibrant cities of life shimmering just below the surface. The Pacific is not one ocean, but a multitude of worlds contained within a single basin. The sheer volume of water in the Pacific creates its own climate. Immense weather systems are born here, spinning out from the warm equatorial waters. Typhoons that can batter coastlines thousands of miles away. The El Niño phenomenon begins here as a subtle warming of the surface. Its effects ripple across the globe, from the Americas to Africa. The Pacific acts as the planet's great heat regulator, absorbing the sun's energy and redistributing it through a web of currents. Its influence touches every continent and every living thing. Dotted across its expanse are more than 25,000 islands. Some are fiery volcanic peaks, new land still steaming. Others are low-lying coral atolls, fringed with white sand and palm trees. For millennia, these islands were worlds unto themselves, evolving unique species. Each island a natural laboratory of adaptation and survival. Exploring the Pacific is a series of descents through layers of reality. The sunlit surface, familiar rhythms of day and night. The twilight zone, sunlight fades to gloom. The abyss, absolute darkness and crushing pressure. In the cold, silent depths, the Pacific guards its most profound secrets. To understand this ocean, we must venture down into the dark, into the true heart of this ancient kingdom. The Pacific is defined by its violent edges. Encircling the entire basin is a vast, horseshoe-shaped chain of tectonic activity known as the Ring of Fire. This is not a metaphor. It is a 25,000-mile-long line of volcanoes, earthquake zones, a place where the immense Pacific plate grinds against the surrounding continental plates. More than 75% of the world's active and dormant volcanoes are found here. It is the most geologically active region on Earth, a zone of constant creation and destruction. The land itself is alive, trembling with the power of the planet's molten core, a force that is a source of life and a harbinger of cataclysm. Here, the seafloor is a dynamic, ever-changing landscape. New crust is born at mid-ocean ridges, great underwater mountain ranges where magma wells up from the mantle. This new rock pushes the tectonic plates apart, seafloor spreading. On the other side of the plate, at deep ocean trenches, the older, colder, denser crust bends and plunges back into the mantle. Subduction. This epic cycle of birth and death spanning millions of years drives continental drift, raises mountain ranges, and fuels the fiery volcanoes of the Ring of Fire. This constant geological activity creates hydrothermal vents. Seawater seeps down into the Earth's crust, is superheated by magma, then erupts back into the ocean, laden with dissolved minerals. The water that billows out, black smokers, can exceed 700 degrees Fahrenheit. In the absolute darkness of the abyss, these vents create oases of life. Powered not by sunlight, but by chemosynthesis, microbes convert toxic vent chemicals into energy, forming the base of a food chain independent of the world above. Life around these vents is unlike anywhere else. Giant tube worms, over 6 feet long, with vibrant red plumes, no mouth or gut, thrive in chemical-rich water. Blind white crabs scuttle across the seafloor. Strange, ghostly fish patrol the darkness. These communities endure pressures that would crush a submarine, and temperatures swinging from near freezing to boiling. They are a testament to life's tenacity. The discovery of these ecosystems in the Pacific in the late 1970s revolutionized biology, proving life can exist in extreme environments cut off from the sun. Within the Pacific's Ring of Fire lies the most extreme location on the surface of the Earth. It is a scar in the planet's crust, where the Pacific Plate makes its final dramatic plunge back into the mantle. This is the Mariana Trench, the deepest part of any ocean, a crescent-shaped chasm that plummets nearly 7 miles. At its deepest known point, the Challenger Deep, pressure exceeds 1,000 times surface pressure, equivalent to 50 jumbo jets stacked on a single person, a realm of eternal darkness and profound cold. Descending into the trench is like traveling to another world. The journey through the water column moves through layers of life and light. Vibrant surface blue, deep indigo of the twilight zone. By 3,000 feet, the last rays of sunlight vanish, and the abyss begins. The water is perfectly black, lit only by bioluminescent creatures. Temperature drops to just above freezing. For miles, the descent continues through cold, dark emptiness. Reaching Challenger Deep's bottom rivals landing on the moon. Only a handful of missions, mostly robotic, have gone down. The view from the bottom is not barren. The seafloor is fine, silty sediment. Accumulated remains raining down from above for millennia. A gentle, undulating plain beneath 7 miles of water. Absolute silence, broken by the submersible's hum and faint geological whispers. Even here, life persists. Microscopic organisms in the sediment. Single-celled xenophyophores. Strange translucent snailfish. Amphipods. Shrimp-like creatures. These discoveries challenge where we thought life could exist. No corner of Earth is too deep, too dark, or too extreme for life. The Mariana Trench is not an empty void. It is the final, hidden frontier of biology, a place that still holds countless secrets about the origins and limits of life on Earth. In the perpetual midnight of the Pacific Abyss, a different kind of light illuminates the darkness. This is the world of bioluminescence, the light of life itself. Down here, where no sunlight can penetrate, an estimated 90% of all creatures create their own light through a beautiful and complex chemical reaction. This living light is the language of the deep sea. It is used to attract prey, to startle predators, to find mates, and to communicate in the endless dark. It transforms the abyss from a black void into a silent, glittering cosmos of strange and wonderful beings, a secret light show that plays out miles beneath the surface. The masters of this domain are creatures that seem to have been conjured from our deepest imaginations. The anglerfish, a grotesque but fascinating predator, dangles a luminous lure from its forehead, a tiny fishing rod tipped with a glowing ball of bacteria, wiggling it to entice smaller fish into its gaping maw. The vampire squid, which lives in the oxygen minimum zone, defends itself not with ink, but with a cloud of glowing mucus, a sparkling net of light that confuses and dazzles its attackers. Every flash, every pulse, every shimmering glow is a message, a signal in the complex social fabric of the deep. The forms that life takes in the abyss are shaped by the extreme conditions. With food being scarce, many creatures have developed slow metabolisms, allowing them to survive for long periods between meals. They are often characterized by large mouths, expandable stomachs, and long, sharp teeth, adaptations to ensure that any prey they manage to catch does not escape. Others, like the fangtooth fish, have the largest teeth relative to body size of any fish in the ocean. The pressure has also shaped their bodies, which are often gelatinous and soft, composed mostly of water, allowing them to withstand the immense weight of the ocean above. This deep, dark world is the largest and least explored habitat on Earth. Every expedition with a deep-sea submersible or a remotely operated vehicle brings back images of creatures we have never seen before. We have discovered fish with transparent heads, squid with mismatched eyes, and jellies that trail shimmering tentacles for hundreds of feet. The biodiversity of the abyss is far greater than we ever anticipated. We are only just beginning to catalog the citizens of this hidden kingdom. The Pacific's deep waters are a library of evolutionary wonders, a place where life, in its endless creativity, has found a way to thrive against all odds. Long before European explorers first laid eyes on the Pacific, it was already a known world, a vast network of highways navigated by some of the greatest sailors in human history. The Polynesians, originating from Southeast Asia, embarked on one of the most remarkable chapters of human migration. In double-hulled voyaging canoes, built with Stone Age tools, they settled a vast triangle of the Pacific, from Hawaii in the north to Easter Island in the east and New Zealand in the south. They crossed thousands of miles of open ocean, a feat of navigation that would not be matched by Europeans for centuries. They did not see the ocean as a barrier, but as a living, connected entity. Their navigation was a science of observation and memory, a deep, intuitive understanding of the ocean's rhythms. They sailed without compasses, sextants, or written maps. Instead, they used a sophisticated mental map, a library of knowledge passed down through generations in chants and stories. They steered by the stars, knowing the rising and setting points of hundreds of celestial bodies. During the day, they navigated by the sun's position, and when the sky was cloudy, they read the waves. They could detect the subtle changes in ocean swells, patterns that indicated the presence of a distant island, which reflected waves differently than the open sea. These master navigators, known as wayfinders, could also read the language of the clouds, the color of the water, and the flight paths of birds that nested on land. They knew that certain species of birds would fly out to sea to fish in the morning and return to their island homes in the evening, providing a clear direction to land. They could smell the vegetation of an unseen island on the wind and feel the change in the water's temperature. Their senses were attuned to the Pacific in a way that is almost impossible for us to imagine today. Their canoes were not just vessels, they were extensions of their senses, connecting them directly to the vast world of water around them. The legacy of the Wayfinders is a profound reminder that there are other ways of knowing the world, other forms of science. Their knowledge was not written in books, but was woven into the fabric of their culture, their language, and their relationship with the natural world. They did not seek to conquer the Pacific, but to live in harmony with it. Today, there is a renaissance of this ancient art, as a new generation of navigators learns the old ways, sailing traditional canoes across the Pacific once more. They are reconnecting with the ocean's memory, proving that this ancient knowledge is as relevant and powerful as ever. The vastness of the Pacific has long fueled legends of lost worlds hidden beneath its waves. Before science could map the sea floor, the ocean's empty spaces on our charts were filled with imagination. Sunken continents, forgotten civilizations. The most enduring of these is the legend of Mu, a supposed lost continent in the heart of the Pacific. The mythical homeland of an advanced and ancient culture. Popularized in the 19th century by writers, who pictured Mu as a tropical paradise, a vast land swallowed by the sea in a single cataclysmic event. Its survivors spread across the globe to found great ancient civilizations. The myth wove tales from different cultures and pointed to mysterious stone monuments on remote Pacific islands. The Great Moai of Easter Island, Nan Madol of Pohnpei. These monuments were offered as evidence of Mu's lost empire. The story suggested isolated cultures were remnants of a once great landmass. The legend reveals a human desire for a single golden age origin. Modern science, however, tells a different story. Geologists, using sonar mapping and the study of plate tectonics, have confirmed no such Pacific continent existed. The ocean floor is dense basaltic rock, not the lighter granitic rock of continents. There is no evidence of a large, sunken landmass. The monuments are testaments to the ingenuity and resilience of island cultures. The Polynesians who settled these remote outposts. They built magnificent civilizations in isolation. Yet the spirit of the legend persists in another form. While Mu is a myth, the Pacific does hold real lost lands. During the last ice age, when water was locked in vast glaciers, global sea level was nearly 400 feet lower. That exposed huge areas of the continental shelf, creating land bridges, vast coastal plains now submerged, ancient human migration routes, coastal settlements, hunting grounds. These now lie deep beneath the waves. The ocean has swallowed parts of our ancestors' world. The search for these submerged landscapes is a thrilling frontier of marine archaeology. Section 8. Giants of the Pacific. The Pacific is a kingdom of giants. Its vast, productive waters support the largest animals that have ever lived on our planet. The blue whale, the most massive creature in Earth's history, cruises these waters. Its heart the size of a small car, its song a deep, resonant pulse that can travel for hundreds of miles through the ocean. These gentle giants are filter feeders, sieving the water for tiny krill, a diet that seems impossibly small for such a colossal animal. Their presence is a measure of the ocean's health, a sign that the intricate food web, from the smallest plankton to the largest whale, is functioning as it should. Beneath the surface, other giants roam. The sperm whale, the largest toothed predator on Earth, makes epic dives into the abyss, in search of its favored prey, the giant squid. These battles between titans, fought in total darkness miles below the surface, are one of the great unseen dramas of the natural world. For centuries, the only evidence of these encounters were the sucker-shaped scars left on the whale's skin and the occasional squid beak found in their stomachs. The sperm whale is a creature of the deep, a living submarine capable of holding its breath for over an hour and withstanding the immense pressures of the twilight zone. The Pacific is also home to great migrations. Humpback whales travel thousands of miles each year from their cold feeding grounds in the polar regions to the warm, sheltered waters of the tropics to breed and give birth. These journeys are among the longest of any mammal on Earth, an ancient rhythm timed to the changing of the seasons. gray whales undertake a similar pilgrimage along the coast of North America. These migrations are epic feats of endurance, guided by an internal map that we are only just beginning to understand. They follow ancient routes, passed down through generations, a cultural memory embedded in the whale's own society. But these giants are also vulnerable. A century of industrial whaling brought many species to the brink of extinction. Today, while protected from hunting, they face new threats from ship strikes, entanglement in fishing gear, and the pervasive noise of human activity that disrupts their communication. Their survival is inextricably linked to our own actions. The giants of the Pacific are not monsters from myth, but intelligent social creatures whose fate rests in our hands. Their continued presence in this ancient ocean is a powerful symbol of both the wildness we have lost and the wildness we must fight to protect. Section 9. The ocean's memory in stone and water. The Pacific Ocean is Earth's great library, and its memory is stored in the very fabric of its being. The seafloor itself is a geological archive. By drilling deep into the sediment, scientists can pull up cores that contain layer upon layer of the planet's history. Each layer tells a story of the climate. Each layer tells a story of the life. Each layer tells a story of the cataclysms of the past. Trapped within the sediment are the microscopic shells of ancient plankton. Trapped within the sediment is the ash from volcanic eruptions that occurred millions of years ago. Trapped within the sediment are the chemical signatures of past changes in the ocean's temperature and circulation. Reading these layers is like reading the rings of a tree, revealing a history that stretches back into deep time. The water itself holds memory. The complex system of currents, the Great Ocean Conveyor Belt, is a slow-moving river that circulates water around the entire globe. A molecule of water that sinks into the deep Pacific may not see the surface again for 1,000 years. During its long, dark journey, it carries with it the chemical signature of the climate at the time it sank. By analyzing the composition of this deep water, scientists can reconstruct past climate conditions and better understand the forces that are driving climate change today. The ocean remembers the warmth of past eras. The ocean remembers the cold of ice ages. This memory helps regulate our planet's stability. This memory is not just geological, it is biological. The DNA of the creatures that live in the Pacific is a living record of evolution. The strange life around hydrothermal vents, the unique species on isolated islands. Each organism carries a genetic history that tells a story of adaptation. Each organism carries a genetic history that tells a story of survival. Each organism carries a genetic history that tells a story of change over millennia. The relationships between species, the intricate web of predator and prey, the symbiotic partnerships, all are part of the ocean's living memory. It is a memory that is constantly evolving, constantly adapting to new challenges. A dynamic story written in the language of life itself. As we stand on the shores of this immense ocean, we are looking at a force that connects the past. We are looking at a force that connects the present. We are looking at a force that connects the future. The Pacific's ancient volcanoes are still active. Its tectonic plates are still moving. Its deep currents are still flowing. It is a world that is both timeless and in constant flux. The myths of lost lands and the science of plate tectonics tell a similar story, that the world we see today is not permanent. The Pacific is a reminder of the immense power of nature, a power that shaped our world and will continue to shape it long after we are gone. Its depths hold the key to understanding not just our planet's past, but also its future.